good to see you again, friend. Believe it or not, your presence actually makes us feel better. And I know that I feel safer with you around. I hate to ask, but I have another task that could use your help. The Countess sent a priest to sanctify the dead. Those of us particularly devoted to the light fear rising as undead creatures more than anything else. The priest is here to make sure that doesn't happen. Talk to Marnus Barclay. He'll tell you what needs to be done. You should be able to find Marnus Barclay toward the front of the camp. That's where I saw him last. Not to be rude, but the refugees need to take care of their own. At least in this matter. Best to let them bury their own dead. If they want help, they only need to ask. We'd be happy to dig a few graves, if that's what they need. Terrified. But if I need to battle a newly risen blood fiend, I'd rather it were an untrained commoner than a highly skilled soldier. Perhaps after you help Marnus Barclay with the dead members of the Guard, he can perform a few rituals for the refugees. You should be able to find Marnus Barclay toward the front of the camp. That's where I saw him last.
Blessed Arkay, take these poor souls under your care. May your brilliant light cleanse their immortal souls. Oh, hello. Is there something you need, friend? Indeed, I could. Sanctifying, then burning bodies is a complicated process. If you could burn the bodies while I perform the sanctification rites, this will go a lot faster. Take this torch. Use it on the bodies of the soldiers while I perform the ritual of sanctification. Of course, my friend. Knowledge is light, and light is good for the soul. But remember, these poor unfortunates aren't going to sanctify themselves. My good work takes me to wherever I am needed. After we make sure the soldiers are provided for, then I will help the refugees in any way I can. It's the right thing to do, and it's what her beliefs demand. But more importantly, we know that vampires were responsible for these deaths. The risk of contamination is just too great to ignore. I've been sent to battlefields before. Most recently at Hinault Farm. But this is the first time I had to sanctify bodies potentially corrupted by a blood curse. I thought I recognized you. The light blesses your steps, friend. You always seem to arrive where your help is most needed. Use the torch to burn the dead. I'll follow behind you and perform the ritual of sanctification. Arkay, bless this soul, and sanctify this broken vessel. May the light keep you in its warm and soothing embrace. May the light cleanse this vessel, and let it rest in peace. the light's holy radiance. Let the dead stay dead. That was considerably faster than I expected, thanks to your assistance. Not quite. If my count is accurate, there should be 1 or 2 more bodies that we need to find and sanctify. Let's check some of the nearby overlooks. I believe the survivors told me that a few battles took place in those areas. Let's look around the perimeter of the camp. The remains of the last soldier must be around here somewhere. Let's look around the This one smells terrible. The light bless you anyway. The light protect us. Now that that's over with, we should return to Camp Tamrith and let Lieutenant Sagug know that the task is complete. Closer than I hoped, I assure you. But the experience was illuminating. After seeing the lack of pity or compassion in those monstrous eyes, I'm more certain than ever that the living must be protected from this blood curse. Light watch over us. Now that that's over with, we should return to camp.
What happened? I heard a commotion and was about to send a few of the guard to investigate. As long as the 2 of you weren't injured, that would have been tragic. Well, we'll all sleep a little better knowing that the dead have been laid to rest. Take this as a token of my appreciation. Priest Marnist is surprisingly more helpful than I anticipated. Comforting the refugees, performing blessings and rituals, cooking and cleaning. He even tells a pretty good story.
So, Riz Al Ghul is dead, eh? Well, that's a bit of good news, I suppose.
Blood-sucking bastards came out of nowhere. We did what we could.
I'm not gonna be a refugee forever.
Every day, my few...
I'm going to stay here and help in whatever way I can. Thank you again for your timely assistance.